Hi, I'm Mona Gilley, Staff Council President, and I wanted to welcome you and thank you for joining us for our virtual Staff Service Awards ceremony. Each of you that are going to be honored in this video will be recognized at our next in-person award ceremony next spring. We understand that this virtual presentation is not the same as the banquet, but we wanted to still recognize you and thank you for your service to the institution. We have the pleasure of having Dr. Rudin join us today. Thank you, Dr. Rudin, for taking time out of your day to help us honor our well-deserving staff members here at A&M-Commerce.
Well, Mona, thank you so much. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to acknowledge the hard work and all the great work that our staff has done since I've been here. And it takes on a different light now that we're in the middle of a pandemic. And, you know, we hear so much about how much great work our faculty have done and how resilient and how hardworking our students have done. I think it's only right that we acknowledge the hard work put in by our professional staff at our university that in many situations just really are the engine that makes our university go. So I'm excited about being here. Now, my understanding is that the requirements of this award have changed a little bit, Mona. What way have they changed from the past?
Well, we've had one of the biggest reasons that we changed was due to the data that we received to recognize recipients. And we do know in the past that maybe some people have gotten looked over or the criteria caused them to miss their 5 or 10 years. So we wanted to find a way that everybody got recognized in a timely manner. Everybody understands how we're doing it, so it's not so confusing. So we checked with some other system schools and found out how they did it. And how they're recognizing their staff is they are doing state service at any level to count towards the grand total of service years. And this is our first time doing it. And I do think that the data seems to be more in line than it has been in the past. So we're hoping that this is going to really help streamline this process so everybody understands and nobody misses out.
Oh, that's great. Sounds like a great plan to me. Any forum or opportunity we can have to acknowledge our staff, let's do it. So you ready to go?
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do it.
So congratulations to the 28 staff that are going to be celebrating 5 years of service to the state of Texas. We will display the names as they're receiving these 5-year awards, and here are some of the comments from the staff as they learned about their service here at A&M-Commerce.
Okay, so here's some of the comments, Mona. I've learned to get involved and participate in everything I can so I can meet other staff, faculty, and students. In my 4 years, the university has seen a lot of change and transition. I have learned to continue in a positive attitude and keep student success at the forefront of all decision making. Find mentors for programs you will use all the time. They will be your go-to people. Ask about who these people are on your first day. Everyone will know. In a little over 4 years I've been here, I have learned the importance of collaboration and campus partnerships. We are all trying to make sure students have the best experience, and sometimes collaborating with other departments on programs, events, and generating new ideas has brought enhanced, fresh, and unique experiences that students can enjoy. Those are great testimonies, Mona.
It is. I love hearing about all these things and truly just love how much people have grown in their time here at A&M-Commerce. And it's truly a special place to work with all the other staff and faculty here. I have been here 10 years this July, and I can mimic some of those same comments in my own personal. And the continued growth and leadership at all levels here is really something to be impressed with.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It truly is inspiring. Hey, let's take a look at our next set of recipients, our tenure award winners or recipients. Here's some comments they had discussing what makes our campus unique.
Yeah, here are some of the comments from the tenure recipients. The care that can be given to each student easily is a walkable campus, the president's genuine concern for the students, Lots to do: concerts, theater, planetarium, athletics, special programs. A&M-Commerce is a community within a community. The City of Commerce supports the university and the staff and faculty members, and we all support each other. Something that makes our campus unique is our university's ability to overcome obstacles and progress forward. Since I have been in commerce, we have faced much adversity, change, and obstacles, yet nothing gets in the way of continuing to provide quality education programs and amazing co-curricular experiences. Close-knit community, everyone loves everyone. We truly support each other, which breaks down a lot of walls. There are no silos here, and that's a great comment to hear for sure.
Those are great. You know, whether I talk to alums, faculty, staff, students, you know, there's this continual theme of the Lion family and how we feel like we're all in this together and it's a strong knit group. And boy, I love hearing that, because we're not going to move this university forward without that. It just does my heart good hearing those kind of comments coming from our staff. How exciting is that, you know?
It is, and like I said, this July, I have been here personally 10 years, and what I find unique about the campus is when we decide we're going to put a new building or we're going to put a new memorial or something like that, there's a lot of thought put into that and how it will connect with our campus, make our campus look better. You know, our new nursing building, for example, to me, inside and out, that building is really something that this campus can be proud of. So that's kind of my favorite thing over the last few years. So now we've got 9 staff to celebrate. They are celebrating 15 years of service. So let's take a look at who they are and hear what some of those staff members had to say about their favorite parts of working here.
Okay. So my favorite part about working at TAMUC is our exceptional student leaders. Very nice. Each student leader is eager and excited to try new things and challenge themselves daily. Their ambition inspires me to strive for more. My favorite part about working at TAMUC is the staff and students. I love the level of interest that our students have with wanting to better the community here. Staff instantly become your friends, which makes it easier to come to work. And finally, someone said, the people. Even on days where my job or job duties may feel stressful or mundane or frustrating, my coworkers in every office I've worked in have been amazing. And so I look at this roster of people that continue to flash up on the screen, and I would agree, they are amazing people that really move the university forward.
I love to hear those statements too. I feel like A&M-Commerce is one big family. I've made some great relationships and friends here that will be lifelong friends and that are very important and feel like part of my family. So I definitely understand where these comments are coming from. But I do also like that how much people talk about our students here, how everyone feels like the students are our main priority here. We want them to feel like they are at home and have a family here as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, Moni, you ready? We are moving up to the 20-year level, and we have 8 recipients for the 20-year level. It's great to see the commitment the university, these folks have for their years of service. And as we recognize these recipients, let's hear some of the comments they have in their part of being part of the A&M-Commerce University.
So they start out with close to home. Lots of friends who work here. The benefits are great. They chose A&M-Commerce because of the orientations team's energy, unique pride in their jobs. A&M-Commerce is well known at conferences that I attended for presentations, sessions, for years before the opportunity became available for me to interview. I literally living my dream job. Now that's great to hear.
So here again, you hear words like, you know, student support and community and the people and so forth. Doesn't matter whether you're here 5, 10, 20 years, you keep on hearing those reoccurring themes over and over again. And it's just a great thing to hear. I wish we got to figure out a way to get this, hopefully Katie's going to help us get it on Facebook or get it on our website and so forth. Because I'd love to hear our students hear how committed our staff is to them and how important they are to our staff. So outstanding.
I know we're going to try to get it out in all possible venues, Dr. Rudin, because we want to make sure that these folks are well recognized, even though we couldn't do a face-to-face. That was very disappointing for us, but that's okay. We're going to recognize them.
Yep.
We're trying to deal with the new normal. Everything will get back somehow.
Yeah, right.
So we have 6 25-year recipients. They have paved the way and are true leaders on our campus. Let's take a look at those recipients and hear what one individual has to say about their interaction with fellow staff members on this campus has been.
I have nothing but positive things to say about our campus community. It's a genuine family feel. There you go. There you go, Mona.
Yep.
That you get when you step foot on campus. During my interview, I had the pleasure of meeting several others outside of my department. You could just tell that the relationship between the department was genuine. It wasn't a show. I was hooked upon seeing that dynamic. Since that time, I've been able to foster relationships with others in several different departments through committees or councils on which I've served, as well as just through a general community of attending sporting events, student events, and many other programming opportunities with others. Don't get me wrong, life isn't always perfect on our campus, but the ability of our institution to band together when it's needed most is simply the best. The staff and students here at A&M-Commerce are the reasons that I choose to stay. How great is that?
Well, and I think that goes back to the family. It talks about we all band together at the, when it's most important. We're kind of like a big family. We're going to go back to that word again. We may not always get along internally, but it doesn't mean we don't love each other, and we're not going to let anybody else come in and take advantage of us. That's for sure.
That's right. That's right. Well, we got to figure out a way to, what do we have, 5, 10, 20 years? We got to do this in person again. Maybe next time we're going to have 6, 11, and 21 years when we do it in person and acknowledge these people. Because again, I look at the screen of the faces that are being flashed in front of us, and it's just, it again does my heart good to see all these great people working at our university.
Yes.
So okay, so now we have the pleasure of announcing our final 2 recipients of the service awards. First is Linda King. And I happen to know Linda King. Actually, Linda's my chief of staff, who's celebrating 40 years. And I have so many jokes that I want to tell right now, but I'm going to behave myself because she'll kill me if I say anything out of sorts here. But Linda has been a great colleague, a great friend. At the end of the day, with a good look at the camera, you all know who runs the president's office here. It's Linda. So I can't tell you how happy and how proud I am that I get a chance to work with Linda. And to think that she's been here 40 years and she doesn't look like she's been working here over a year. She looks so. I can't tell you how great it is to be a part of her acknowledgement in this area. And then our last recipient is Cynthia Rhodes, who's celebrating 45 years. And much in the same way, I can tell you for sure who runs the provost's office. It's not Provost Humphreys, it's Cynthia Rhodes. And she is such a great person and a great ambassador of our university. And whenever we have a student issue, for example, and we call down there, or a faculty issue, or whatever that may be, Cynthia is always Johnny on the spot, handling it with a smiling face. And you know what, Mona, she gets the job done, gets it done right. And what great service to our institution. And couldn't be prouder that she has stuck with us for 45 years and provided that level of service throughout that time. So Linda and Cynthia, thank you so much for everything you have done for our great institution.
I agree. I have the opportunity to work with both of these women pretty much on a daily basis, and they are very dedicated to not only this university, but mainly to the students. They want to make sure the students are having a great experience. And like you said, Linda's always there to help, staff in any way she can. Cynthia, she's always been very helpful with anything and everything that you need. We would be lost without those two for sure. Well, I want to thank all of you award recipients and for their continued service to our university. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you and what you do each and every day for this university. Thank you, Dr. Rudin, for joining us today and helping us honor our winners. And when we get to the banquet, we'll be sure and make sure that you can be there for that as well.
Yeah. We had the opportunity today to acknowledge the fine work of these staff, each of these time periods. But I sort of want to close and say, even though we're acknowledging these handful of people, I want to acknowledge all the professional staff out there on campus and how important you are to our university, how even though you may be full-time employee here at our university, but part-time elementary teacher at home, part-time caregiver at home, part-time babysitter at home, you have stepped up big time for this institution. I'm talking to all of you right now. So on behalf of the university, thank you so much for everything you have done during this time. And we still have our work cut out for us. We're not nowhere near out of this pandemic yet, but it's a good feeling to know that even though if the times will get rougher, I hope they don't, but if they do, I know you all are in our corner, and that makes our job that much easier. So thank you for all the sacrifices you have made on behalf of A&M-Commerce, and go Lions.
I just want to thank everybody in the A&M community for tuning in today and helping us celebrate these recipients. And have a great rest of your day, and go Lions.
Go Lions.